Hey there, blushies, I'm your friend today, but let's play SpiderMwa. Welcome you back to Loathing. With Loathing. So last time we got ourselves a ring from a spittoon. Yeah, I know, gross. But let's check out the rest of the bar, because we haven't done that yet. You walk up to the bar and patiently wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're reading, while you are waiting, you see a sign taped to the back of the wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Keep waiting. The bartender finally notices you. "Howdy, cowboy." "Howdy, barkeep. Name's SpiderMwa. What brings you to our little backwater?" "Ask about work." "Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts?" Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you get my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater." "Ask about the railroad." "The railroad? Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. From back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so." "And they're hiring?" "Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that." "Dirtwater? Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damn cows. Lots of opportunity there." She pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Oh, that was a lady, and I've given him a male voice. "Yep, if I were a younger woman, I'd probably head that way myself." "You mentioned errands?" "Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart one way or another. The hustler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him." "Anything else?" "Well, we got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowboy getting from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere." "I could probably handle a goblin." "Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you." "Oh, you'll need this. A weak fungicide." "I'll take care of it." "You already have a hat. What would you do with two? Put them on top of each other." By the way, the hat that I got gives me +1 muscle, so it's perfect for my character. "Howdy, I'm SpiderMwa."
"Howdy, SpiderMwa. I'm Horace."
"Nice to meet you. What do you do?"
"I'm the town hostler."
"I don't know what that is."
"I'm the town horse selling guy."
"Gotcha. How's that working out for you?"
"Oh, those horses are just flying out the door."
"So business is booming, nice."
"No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages."
"Oh, is that why you're here drinking instead?"
Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of the most vicious circle things."
"Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left?"
"One? Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and back to sit on. Have to see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you." "Okay."
The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. She doesn't look happy.
Whee!
I should probably leave it alone. So we heard that there's a goblin down here. A pile of old newspapers. Take one. You got an item. Boring Springs Gazette, April 20th, 1895. And also, yes, I'm using a controller because you can play the game with a controller. I'm just checking it out. It seems to work pretty well. I played this with a keyboard and mouse before, but why not use a controller where you can? I have it hooked up, after all, for various things. Effective against goblins, and the liquid in this can is actually very powerful. It's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. This item is used in combat. Yeah, the fungicide is... goblins are considered in this game spores, fungi, mushrooms. So, when you get a fungicide, you can use that against goblins and it hurts them a lot. This is a copy of the Boring Springs newspaper from about 6 weeks ago. Can I read it? Can I do anything? No? Okay. Nice handstand. On a lantern, of all things.
Yeah! Yeehaw! Ride them lanterns!
A crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails you. I guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is can't reach the top of the bar. Nurse brand whiskey. Oops. This whiskey is too cheap for you to even consider drinking it, and given your legendary low standards, that's really saying something. Hey, I've only just begun my journey. The goblin shouts, "Bree Yark!" I don't want to attack him. Not just yet. Because that goblin actually is a potential partner that you can take with you for your journeys. And he's actually extremely useful. Trust me. Pete here is useful in some ways, but he's a crazy old drunkard who spouts out all kinds of wacky business. But he is helpful in his own ways, and this girl is also a potential partner, as long as you get to talk to her, that is. And she's a sharpshooter. She's really good at combat. So there's the 3 choices of partners there, right there. Eek! Let's just, let's go to the sheriff. Yeah, not sheriff, sheriff. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would ya? Depends on the work. Well, how does this grab ya? There's a gang of hoodlums around here that might call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and/or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, cause I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. The deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town, maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. You discovered a new map location, the Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it! I'll be back with the door. Yep, certainly is missing a cell door. Wanted, Billy Fricker for face thieving. 420. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted poster artist. Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Hey, wait a minute. There's a mug. Grab it. A recovered mug. And if I bring it to the bar, I could get 25. Howdy, good to see you again, Spidem. I found this mug. Much obliged. You handed the recovered mug and collect your bounty. Thanks. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. I see. And there's the Fricker Gang hideout that I can go to. So my map has been made copyright 1890. And the gazette that I have is 1895. How old is this map that I've got? This pistol was deputized during one of the sheriff's most recent benders. So now I have a gun, so I can use also ranged attacks on enemies. The woman glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy. Cowboy who's gonna be searching the hospital for his teeth if he don't leave me in peace? Okay, bye-bye then. Step right up, Braid's the name and treats the game. You seriously thought that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading lots of soap and stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to the adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. A free dynamite, I need dickering. Dickering is a way of a speech kind of a thing that you can get stuff for free or get around stuff by just flapping your chatterbox. You know, charisma and speech. And blah, blah, blah. And they're like, ha, ha, ha. And I won't trade my needle. I need it for lockpicking. No trades right now, thanks. Alice MD. So, is that a face on a cactus, or am I just imagining things? You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself, and the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill?
Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doug Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen.
And that's why they call you Cactus Bill?
No, that's just a coincidence.
Oh, does it hurt?
Does what hurt?
You know, being a cactus.
Oh! No, it's actually kind of nice. Natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it isn't like boring.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, would it be so bad if I had something to read? You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you?
I happen to have one right here.
Much obliged, partner. Now, let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know, my shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at the ore hole mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Behind the outhouse at ore hole mine.
Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kinda stick the newspaper to my face before you leave.
There, he's reading it.
Some loose dirt. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember?
There we go, so I left it. Ore hole mine behind the outhouse. I get a shovel, and that's when I can get some loose dirt over here and find some.
Get lost! Get lost! Get lost!
Ouch. So what do I need? A soap. I'll trade this soap for a lock. And if I had rattlesnake hides, I would get dynamite.
You might not know the cigarette. Beg your pardon, mister. I'll tell you when I... You want a cigarette? Well, I'm music here. Yeah, by you see my words around me. I come with a picture of my... Where's the...
Careful with the gun there, mister. Any mugs around here?
Wee.
Ow. Wee. Zoidberg, coming through. He is sorcery. Let's go in.
Have no, sir. What can I do for you?
How's business?
I know. Every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. My horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one.
That's rough. Maybe I can help?
Oh, God, yes! Thank you. Please. I'd go fetch them myself except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them.
How many are there?
3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places.
The Ore Hole Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, and Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places?
I think they like the environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should sit in the back here.
Bag of homing oats. How does that work?
They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do.
See you later.
Whee!
And also $1,000. Well, let's go to the ore hole mine first, because I want to get that shovel. This is where Bill said to look. Got a shovel. He wasn't getting him. Now that it would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. Some meat ore. Yeah, 65 meat. Brimley's location-aware oats. Diabetes. They're healthy and expeditious. A device for turning the ground into holes provides the option to dig in certain places. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna go back to the town and get rid of that pile of dirt. Wee. Careful of the shit. Careful of the poop. Be careful of the excrement. Yay, a recovered mug. Somebody had buried a mug here. Why would anybody bury a mug? At least I'm gonna get some money out of it. Found this mug. Much obliged. Just thought I'd say howdy.
Well, the mission accomplished, I reckon.
Let's worm ourselves out of here. Well, keep on going since we started here. Let's keep on going. Another mug. Good. There are mugs everywhere. 25 meat each. Instructions for the cargo elevator. Level 1, blasting cap storage. Level 2, plungers, both kinds. And level 3, tools. Magnetic is labeled cargo elevator control. Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Leave it alone. Galinga, 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 maya. Dig through. Unrefined meat nugget. Nice. A disgusting chunk of meat ore. Now that's good for selling at a store. Just sell it, yeah. Chunk of mostly worthless rock shot through with the veins of gristle and flesh and, well, veins. I mean, of course it's disgusting. It's meat that they get from mines. Don't ask. The Loathing world universe has always been silly. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. This looks dangerous. Elevator's closed, and in any case, it's not a people elevator, it's a cargo elevator. Let's go get some tools, shall we? Consumes a needle. Toolbox, but it's locked. You managed to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. Yay, I got a cribber. If I didn't have the lockpicking skill, I would have never been able to open that until I get the lockpicking skill later on. But then again, this is a tutorial town. You don't really come back to this place once you leave it. At least I think you can come back to this place later on, maybe. Oh yeah, the crowbar actually is a weapon. Crowbar is one of nature's simplest machines. It's actually what you want on your side if a thing has a lid and you don't want to have that lid anymore. Provides the option to pry things open in certain places. Also, it's a good weapon. A bit better weapon than brass knuckles that I have right now. Plungers! The sign lied, though there's only the one kind. Yeah, it did say that there's both kinds, but there was no the normal plunger. Plastic cap. Sometimes the only solution to a clogged pipe is to blow up the entire building. These crates are labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. You pry open one of the crates with your crowbar and grab a blasting cap. This is the device for converting electricity, which has only recently been discovered, into explosions, which are awesome. Hook up the plunger. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. This looks dangerous, blasting cap. Okay, you succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. This looks dangerous. This makes you nervous. Press the plunger! Kaboom! Heck yeah! And there's a horse. Dig through it. Picked by me. Dig through it. Got a silver nugget. Nice. A shiny nugget of silver. That's good for exchange. In some places you can trade it for something, but in another place you can actually use it to upgrade stuff. You see a dark horse. Barely. Approach her. Hey there, girl. It's okay. I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought you some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Pet her on the nose. As you reach out to pet her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Oh, come on. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt of hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful of out of the bag and toss some in your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. There's a good girl. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Okay then. Not only a clever girl, but also an extremely shy one. I shall call this horse Fluttershy. I think I'm gonna get that horse. I don't think I've ever taken the black horse. I've taken the ordinary horse, I've taken the crazy horse, and I've had the ghost horse. The black horse is the only one that I've never actually had. Actually, I've no, not the ordinary. Though, only the crazy one and the ghost one. Those horses I've had. I played this game only twice. What did I think I was had the ordinary horse? I'm thinking of somebody else's gameplay of this game. Well, let's go back to town and leave it here. Next time, we're gonna go to the other places and get the 2 other horses and then take out the gang and get the cell door for the sheriff. So let's do that next time. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.